4:30 movie is the new project by Kevin Smith, and this is his 15th movie, 16 if you count the NFT. But here we are with this 15th movie, and Kevin is in an interesting place. To me, he ranks amongst the popular 90s directors like David Fincher, Steven Soderbergh, Quentin Tarantino. I know you might be rolling your eyes at such a comparison, but Kevin has put in the work. I, for one, got hooked on his work when I was younger, and the way that on one hand he could pipe out a encyclopedic Star Wars reference and then on the other hand cite Samuel Beckett, it's great. Like, Kevin has a distinct style, and I think that's what makes him so exciting. Of course, his Criterion days are kind of gone now, and to a lot of fans, I'm sure they probably tapped out around Clerks II or Reboot. But to this day, his movies have been unapologetically from him. He's also been transparent about his health and family life, namely both him and his mom having near-death experiences. And this has brought such an introspection to his work, specifically on Clerks III. It worked in somber, passionate, and imaginative ways. And what we have here is just another helping of the regular Kevin Smith formula. He's done these types of movies before, and the premise here takes place all in a cinema. It follows this high school junior with these crude best friends. One of them is innocent and brings his mom's treats to the movie, and then the other friend is girl crazy. But none of this matters because our main character, played by Austin Zauhar, the middle ground of these two friends, has invited his crush to a movie, and he is trying to pull it off. It's like an R-rated movie and they're not 17 yet. It's as simple as that. I feel like all cinema lovers have wanted to make a movie like this, where the previews are like skits and a lot of the plot revolves around sneaking into a movie and potentially getting blacklisted from the theater. Of course, it's very crude. I feel like the first 25 minutes of a Kevin Smith movie, the characters are just on 100%. But of course, as the movie goes on, he slowly undoes the lever until it's to the bottom. This movie takes place post Return of the Jedi, so within the late 80s, early 90s, and there's a lot of low-hanging fruit jokes about the recent series and sequel movies. All of this is appreciated, and some of it's pretty funny. You could tell Kevin misses how films used to be the conversation everybody would have, and the wholesome, cathartic moments are good. They come from a very genuine place, and you can tell. However, the movie itself, it does somehow get into this formula, and we just kind of speed run our way out of it. There's even a scene that parallels Stan Lee's cameo in Mallrats, where one of our characters meets his hero and he is shocked about how different he expected his hero to be. And the acting here, Austin Zauhar is the main. I thought he was alright. He acts a little bit like Kevin Smith, really. I could see him blending in with the 90s Kevin Smith guys. Of course, this movie has cameos from Jason Lee, Jason Biggs, Rosario Dawson, even Logic is on here, and I know like his performance was supposed to be kind of bad, but he is not good here. But of course, most of these actors feel like they are performing out of being invited, and while it's nothing all too kino, I appreciate that it is something earnest, since Kevin has built up such a lore of movies at this point. If you're not a fan of his, I don't think this is the one that's going to win you over, but if you've enjoyed his movies and maybe even his recent output, I definitely recommend checking this one out. Goes by in no time, almost a little too fast. And there is a mid-credit scene on this movie, which, look, all I'll say is I appreciate how shameless Kevin Smith is. I would give this a 7.0. The 4:30 movie is released by Saban, and it is playing in select theaters. Thank you for watching.